The sixth episode of She-Hulk is officially here, and there's going to be a lot of disappointed people because this was not the She-Hulk episode that people were hoping we would get. No Daredevil here, it's just Jen. So this is the sixth episode, and obviously we are in the second half now, things are ramping up. But as this episode points out, weddings come at inconvenient times, and that's exactly what we have here. And you know what else comes at inconvenient times? Me showing the members section in the audio commentaries, so here it is. If you join now, you get over 150 audio commentaries automatically, including this latest episode. Okay, so back to She-Hulk. So yeah, Jen is officially attending a wedding of somebody she hasn't seen in forever. And she's a little afraid that maybe she's gonna take all the attention away as She-Hulk, but again, the episode is gonna deal with that and some of the other stuff that relates to it. Specifically, one of the subplots that's been going on for a while, which is something to do with trying to get the Hulk's blood, and in this case, they're going after She-Hulk. Now, over on the other side, we got the B-plot, which is dealing with Mr. Immortal, who, well, has spent the better part of his entire life cheating all sorts of people during marriages. And every time he decides that, hey, it's time to move on to another marriage, he conveniently offs himself, and then he comes back and finds somebody else, and that whole court case is playing out. The important thing here that ties to the main episode is that it leads everybody over in the firm to find out about this website called Intelligentsia, where it's essentially going down into the whole idea and subplot, the main plot, of getting She-Hulk's blood. Now, over on the other side, during the wedding, She-Hulk is going to have to go toe-to-toe with Titania because she's also at this wedding, and obviously Jen doesn't necessarily feel like she's here with good intent. And it turns out she's not, because the two do go toe-to-toe just ever so briefly. Jen ends up winning at the end when the fight literally breaks out right as the bride is getting ready and everything. It's brief, there's nothing a whole lot here, but overall the episode has this feel of a filler episode, not in a bad way. There's definitely a lot of stuff happening, developing the plot, like the Intelligentsia stuff, like Mr. Immortal, like what's going on, you know, with Jen's confidence and her being She-Hulk and all this. It's all playing out in a good way, but people will be disappointed that this wasn't the Daredevil episode they were so very fixated on getting. And that's kind of the point of this episode, right? Like, they literally tell you, oh, weddings come at inconvenient times. I thought it was handled very well here, in where they placed this episode to kind of just get it out of the way so the rest can focus on the whole She-Hulk plot and the blood plot, which we'll talk about soon. Overall, I thought it was a good episode. A lot of interesting little twists and turns here and how they handle the things that are going on and how things are going to inevitably center back on Jen and put all the focus on her.